Hey, Kira. How are you? I think you came in right when I was about to end my last TikTok live, huh? I still don't have this table cleaned up. Parchment paper will help. Thank you for the heart me. I'm doing good, thank you. I got most of the paint off of my hands. I literally scrubbed them and I redid my nails. It's as good as it's gonna get for tonight. Hey bestie, what were you painting? I actually wasn't painting anything. We just launched our new paints today, the BCM paint, and I was bottling black paint, and basically my hand slipped and literally like I just pushed right into like the big thing of paint and it went everywhere. Like both my hands were covered in paint. This whole table was covered. The floor was covered. It was a huge mess. It's hard to get rid of, hard to get it off. I've gotten a lot of it, but that's what all this stuff on the sides and stuff you guys are seeing. I think I'm just gonna change out the contact paper on the table probably before my next live. But yeah, it was an experience. I didn't even realize it. I still have this paint here. Sparkle on that glitter. I know, it's so pretty. Let me get you guys a different angle too. This glitter is called Oracle. It's from Cult Glitter. Code BCM always feels safe. But yeah, it's gorgeous. So we're gonna recreate this. We're gonna use the BCM paints. Look, my poor silhouette. It's splattered too. I didn't even realize it. There's spots on the floor. This paint literally went everywhere, and I still have to clean up the floor. Don't look at my feet. Those are not free pictures for you guys. But yeah, it's a lot better than it was. Love the new cup holders. Oh yay, I'm so glad. I know, they're so handy. I want to make some for pens too. Alright, am I missing anyone? Thanks, Tammy, for the heart me. Alright, so this cup is going to be basically a replica of this one. I did this one, I cheated, and I did this Milky Way off live. This was right when I got the BCM paints in, and I was testing a sample before I knew if I was going to want to bring them in as a paint for us. So I wanted to see how well it did mixed with Hyperion to do a Milky Way. So that is exactly what this is the BCM paints in black and white for the Milky Way with Oracle as the base. So we're going to just recreate it now on live. Now that we know we like it. Cheater. Wait, what? Hi, Amanda. Hey, Randall Rap. Thank you guys for the gifts too. Thank you, Tammy. So this beauty is done. Kind of want to keep it. It's actually a sippy tumbler. It has the rings in it for the sippy cup. But I think it could just work well as like open lid wine tumbler. She did the Milky Way off live. Oh, I did. I didn't want to like get anyone's hopes up in case it wasn't what we were wanting it to be. So I did do a lot of testing off live just because, like I said, I didn't want to get your guys' hopes up and it end up not being what we were hoping and then just kind of like pull that rug out. It was a nice gesture for me to do, honestly, right? Some would say it was very demure of me. Anyways, I'm here to show you how I did it. So I'm going to take a couple of these medicine cups. We're going to mix one white and one black with Hyperion. Someone just asked a question actually today in the Facebook group about mixing in like super fine glitter with Hyperion and how you would do it. That's exactly the same way I would do it. I'd put some Hyperion in here, put your glitter in there, and then pour it on the cup and brush it out as normal. Alright. So we're going to use Hyperion, epoxy-free top coat. Always feel free to ask any questions about any products I'm using, guys. And then I'll keep that over there. And we're using our new, we just dropped this or launched this paint tonight. BCM paint in black and white. So I'm going to just add some paint to each one. There's probably plenty. Okay, and then I'm gonna use Hyperion. Look at those lids. Yeah, I came up with those all by myself. Just kidding. Alright, so I've got the paint, and then I'm just gonna stir that Hyperion. Basically, you just want the Hyperion to get your paint. It is a little bit of a thicker paint, which I like. So you just want it to get it to where it's gonna like kind of drizzle off your popsicle stick like it's doing there. So I think that's good. If it was still a little bit thick, then I would just add more Hyperion to it. And then same thing with the white. I might actually, I think that's a little bit thick still. I'm going to add a little bit more Hyperion. Okay, that feels better for me. So yeah, a little bit goes a long way. I used way too much paint for those actually. But oh well, you live, you learn. I am going to put gloves on because I'm still trying to get this paint off from my spillage accident earlier and just don't need to keep adding. And I am going to put a coat of Hyperion on this as well first before I start doing the Milky Way. So let's do that. What are you guys all up to tonight? Friday night? Friday night? Okay, so I've got a damp Taklon brush. It stays in water till I'm ready to use it. And we're just going to put a regular coat of Hyperion on this cup. Probably should have sanded the cup a little bit smoother before I came on live, but it's fine. It's a little bit bumpy still, but I don't think it's enough that it's gonna affect the Hyperion and the like Milky Way kind of streaking around on it smoothly. Okay, I think that's good. Kind of watch. Sometimes you kind of get pooling around the handles, so just kind of watch for that. I think that looks good. Thank you for the follow, Karen. All right, now I'm gonna put a glove on. Put the BCM paint back here. I don't know if you guys can even see it. Hey, Fatima, how are you? Okay. And then if you looked at my wine glass that I did, I don't know. I feel like I did a really good job with this. I don't know. I'll be able to recreate it. But I did not, like I kind of tried to kind of keep the black and the white separate. But then there was times like here and like right here, like you could see it almost looks gray. So I'm gonna try to recreate this again because I like how they're separate, but they do kind of blend a little bit, you know. So I don't know, we'll start with white. So I'm just gonna dip my finger in this and start going. Everything is water-based and epoxy free. If you don't like how it's looking, then you can always go rinse it off and start again. The one thing with epoxy free though is that you don't have the same working time as you do with epoxy, so just keep that in mind. And you're not going to want to use heat guns or torches or anything like that to get these to move. Really, all the movement is, not all of it, most of the movement I should say, is going to be done by you. So just keep that in mind. And I am going to hit the handle. Where's Gita? Can't ignore a handle on a Milky Way, unfortunately. Not going to guarantee it looks amazing, but it will have paint on it. I was raised on country. And then I always do like to change the direction. Actually, let's get some black on here and then we'll change the direction and probably play with both of them again. Okay, so I kind of just wiped off my fingertip and now go in with the black. So I first try not to have the colors touching, just kind of get them both on there, but then I'll start mixing them in a little bit or have them kind of playing together. Hey Yoli, how are you doing? And they're already kind of touching. Don't forget the bottom. Stone country music. My biggest thing is I try to keep my lines consistent. Something that I've noticed is I'll stop and start in the middle of the tumbler, like here, instead of bring it from the top to the bottom or vice versa. And I do like the way it looks with like more of a consistent, now I'm gonna rotate it, or have it go the other way. I do like to have a consistent kind of top to bottom wrap, if that makes sense, with the paint. And we're gonna go heavy with this. It'll thin out a little bit as it dries. You can always add a little bit more Hyperion to it if you need to, or whatever. I'm gonna start kind of crossing in from the white and the black though. If you need to, or whatever. I'm gonna start kind of crossing in from the white and the black though. Oh wait, I don't have any black on the handle, do I? Look how fast I neglected the handle. Thank you for the follow. If anyone is asking questions or something and I'm missing it, please feel free to ask again. Looks like the handle is just gonna kind of get a little bit of a whatever. Okay, I'm gonna bring back the white a little bit now. I already like how it's looking. What are you guys thinking? Definitely need some more white here. Yeah, definitely need more white. Kind of keep going back and forth. And honestly, when I did that wine tumbler that I showed you guys, I did not really like it until it was dry. I was like, nope, gonna sand this off and probably try again. But after it dried, it did grow on me. So We'll see if this one does. I like it with more purple. Look, you should just be happy I put some paint on the handle, okay? Kind of like how it, how the two colors kind of blend together, though. And if you can see how much paint I still have in here, like that was a lot, so definitely did not need to mix up as much as I did. See if I can't break up some of that harsher black. Oops, don't like that direction. Proud of you for not leaving the handle naked. That would have looked pretty weird if I did. So like I was saying, you can add Hyperion too, if you feel like you need to. So I can add a little bit into a cup, and just like if I feel like I want some blending but not with more like adding more paint, you can just throw some Hyperion on your finger and drag that through to kind of thin out whatever paint you have on there, you know? Just keep playing with it, have fun with it. Have it spin the other way again. But it'll change a little bit once it's dried too. I'm excited to see what it looks like when it's dry. And I actually have a paper towel. I'm just actually kind of wiping my finger off so I'm not smudging as much as blending, if that makes sense. But I might add, there's a spot where I might add a little bit more white. Hey Jessica, I add a little bit more white like right here and drag it up. So we're gonna cover the base too much, end up with not enough. Always, yeah, I always go heavy with the Milky Way part, because whenever it dries it does kind of like shrink up and it's like, oh man, I could have done more. I'm the same way. So I don't know, I'm kind of liking it. I think I might leave it. What do you guys think? I can always add a little bit more, or just maybe leave it and see what happens. I'm gonna take your silence as agreement. We're leaving it. I think it looks pretty good. Take you guys down for kind of a see how it looks when it's all dry. Sprinkle blue and purple glitter on it. It sounds like a project for Gita. It sounds like her next tumbler, huh? Alright, well, I'm going to leave it and pull it off and let it spin to dry behind me. So again, just kind of a recap, like I made a lot of paint here that I'm going to be tossing. Definitely didn't need that much, so just learn from me. Unless you're doing several Milky Ways. Oh wow, who's crooked here? So I'll have to try it. Alright, what do you guys want to work on next? got, let's bring you guys over here. So I've got, that one just needs final coats of Hyperion. If you guys remember that one from a long time ago. I really haven't worked on cups over here for a while because just been working on other stuff. This one actually does need probably another coat of Hyperion before we do the waves. I was gonna do the waves maybe with bring it over here. I sanded and I did one coat of Hyperion. It's probably, it could be okay. I don't know. Could do the waves with the paint. Oh shoot, I just threw that paint away. Actually, let's just do the waves with the paint and I'll get it back out of the trash. And then we can save it. Look at that. It landed literally face up in the trash. So we're good. That was a sign. Okay, let me get you guys from being crooked. This is the second time I've ever done a 40-ounce tumbler with glitter, Hyperion, etc. Thank you guys for the follows too. Maybe a snow globe with mineral oil and mica. Like the cat's eye ones, I have not. I think they look really cool, but I haven't. Okay. So for this one, I'm just going to kind of focus on like this area right here, kind of between the sand and the sea. And we're just going to kind of create waves. I'm going to put a coat of Hyperion on the whole cup, and then I'll probably dilute this a little bit. I don't want this to be very thick. And then that's the plan. It could be on for a while. Probably at least for another hour or so. I don't know, as long as you guys give me stuff to work on or to do. I still have that sister cup template to finish too. That would keep me on for longer than an hour. Okay, so I want this thinner. I think even thinner than that. I don't know. We'll try that. If anything, I might pour some of this out into a new cup and thin that out because I don't need to keep adding Hyperion to that. We're going to have to make like 10 beach cups. And honestly, I feel like you probably could save this mixture. So if this is if you make beach cups a lot, actually I will save it. I have a little 1-ounce bottle over here. And that's going to be something, I don't have it offered right now, but it'll be something I'll offer in the future. Once we start offering BCM pigments, they're going to be in these 2-ounce bottles, but I'm going to have extra empty 2-ounce bottles for you guys, to purchase if you want. You don't have to get them from me, but then I was thinking if you make like a custom color, paint color that you like, or even something like this isn't very much though, then you could just bottle it and use it when you need to, and these are airtight, so it should be fine. Red blues to make light blue foam waves. Probably. I think I'm gonna stick to white for this one, but that could look really cool. I got a sample bottle of a 1-ounce bottle too. Would you guys be interested in the 1-ounce bottles? Or are you good with the 2-ounce? The reason I kind of want to lean towards 2-ounce is that they use the same lids as the paint bottles. The 1-ounce bottles, I can get different, like the black lids for them, but they're not the same size. So, opinions in the comments, if you will. You like the 2-ounce? I'm like, 1 ounce isn't that much, but I'm like, actually a bottle isn't that tiny though. Instead of wasting the leftover white, do some white and some blue. Oh, I got you. Like tint it a little bit to make it blue. And also guys, so we are going to come out with our own line of BCM pigments, but the Aurora pigments, I know a lot of you guys have Aurora paints and pigments. They do work completely fine with the BCM paints, so you can mix and match whatever you want. You don't, if you already have the Aurora pigments, don't get rid of those to get the BCM ones. You could still use them. You like the 2-ounce ones too, Tammy? Okay. Well, that's probably good because I already ordered a bunch of 2-ounce bottles. But you know what? I can always get the 1-ounce. All right, so we're gonna do a full coat of Hyperion on this cup too. Something glob of something. Whoops, didn't get it off. A little crusty on there. Oh my gosh, it just wants to live on there forever. Got it finally. And target this area. Alright, it's probably good. Hyperion does self-level, so you don't have to overwork it, but you do need to make sure it's at least touching every part of your tumbler, because it's not going to go over a dry spot, so just keep that in mind. I think that looks good. I'm going to put a glove on again. Hey Vanessa, thank you for the hearties. All right. Hopefully this is thin enough. Oh, I'm going up kind of high. Oh, these are going to be some high beach waves. Dang it. I meant to go down here. Oh, well. What is it? Does that make it high tide or low tide? I don't know what I'm doing. I forget how to do this. This is my first beach cup I ever made. It is the first one I made in a while. I might be rinsing this off. We'll just see what happens. This live will self-destruct. The good thing is even if I'm not sure if I like it right now and I let it dry, I can always sand this back off. Actually not like super mad about it. I kind of like going horizontally instead of vertically with it. You're trusting the process, me too. I don't know. Maybe we just leave it like this and see what happens. The waves, I don't know, they come in like sideways, right? Should I put some up here too? Like little wispies out there? Why not? If I'm gonna have to sand the cup, might as well sand the whole thing. Fuck it. Whee! Everything is fixable.
I love you just the way God made you. Know He don't make mistakes.
Echo. Turn it down by 1. Alright, we'll just see what happens with this. The Bob Ross says it's like happy accidents. My blower thing. I have it. I'm not a huge fan of it. don't know. We'll just see what this does. I'm not mad at it, actually. It looks alright. What do you guys think? Give me your honest opinions. Honest opinions only. We'll just see what happens. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what's happening. Just a big old mess. A big, beautiful mess. Don't worry about it. Look good with the dolphin on a wave. Nobody knows. I don't even know what's going on. Let's see who's asking questions. Anyone? Ink swirl, but with BCM White and Aurora and Hyperion. Yeah, you can. I've done a swirl with the Aurora ones before. Stop moving to float your life. We'll see what happens with it. You can also switch the direction with that too. Anyway, so there's that. You love the cup, Bonnie? Alright, so we'll see how this looks once it's dry, and we're not going to mess with it anymore though. Still have a lot of white left. Thank you. Other cup, how much? Something like that. That one, that'll be available once it's done. Let's see, what do I price my 30 ounces at? I think my 30 ounces are 45, so that one would probably be 50. I know BCM paint just came out. What do you guys want to do with it? Do you want to paint some cups, or I've already got, let me just show you. I've already got like blank cups already painted. This one was a test cup I did. That's why it looks like that. We'll just paint over it sometime. I have cups down here that can be painted. This one here I have ready to do the sister cup for that one. So we have options. What do you guys feel like doing? Paint me a Birmingham. Men for what? Wait, what? Has everyone seen like a coat of the BCM paint being applied and how nicely it goes on? You paint a library instead of glitter with just black and white. We do need a glitter. We gotta get some glitter on those cups. You know what'd be cute too though is foil. This is just a little cutie cup. I scratched the heck out of it just to kind of test the paint's durability. But it's kind of cute to do like that brush stroke technique where you take, like I'll use Helios glue. You just use a tacky glue. And you just kind of do random brush strokes. And then you wrap it in foil and peel it off. And that's a super simple design to do with something just like a painted cup. You guys want to do something like that? I gotta see. I have a lot of foils. I have a lot of foils that I've never used. I got them at Summer Invasion. gosh, I got all these holographic ones too, though. Let's do a holographic one. Let's say I haven't yet. Let's foil this cup. I got all these cool. Oh wait, I wonder if this one would look cool on black, or do you think it would look cool on white? I don't know. It might look cool on a white cup. I'd have to paint this one. I think it'd look cool on white. What do you guys think? Play with some foils and paints tonight. It's been a while since I played with foils. I like that for white, but not for black. What do you guys think? That one is from Artistic Painting Studio, Nelly Hologram. Let me see what other foils I've got that I haven't used yet. Stargazer. Oh yeah, this one's cute. It's just stars. See, wouldn't that be cute? I don't know what you'd do with it after. Let me see what other ones. We got so many foils at Tumblr Invasion. Oops, I keep ripping these. Let's just get like painter's tape. I don't remember what this one is. This one's called Austin something. Jeez Louise. Well, we'll never remember what it's called. Oh, okay. Oh, that's pretty. It's leaves. I think that's more of like a fall thing. That'd be pretty over maybe like a fall color. I love the holographic ones. I just did that one. What's this one? Oh, this one's always a good one. The roses, but I already have one with this on it. We did that. I think I have it over here when I made Maudie's Moth. Yeah. So this cup was one that I just painted, and then I put that same exact foil over top. No Hyperion or anything in between, just painted it. Then I did the thin coat of Helios, and then the foil, and that was it. Super easy. And then you seal it off with Hyperion. This one almost could look cute. These blue bonnets. What do you think? Or is that... The green doesn't really show up. The flowers do, which is really pretty. Duke. Wait, what? Hi, Romy. Where have you been? Everywhere. I've been busy. I'm here now. Oh, this one's really... Oh, you know what? This one's really pretty, Chantilly. I think this one is from Southern Belle. What about this one, guys? I've never used it. It's kind of just like a random... Kind of looks like baby's breath or something. What do you guys think about that one on there? We'll make that our #1 contender. I have a couple other holographics to go through. But I like that one a lot. Do you stand the cup before BCM paints? Yes. Yes, you do. Oh, this one's cute. I was going to make something maybe for Lily with this, little bows. But that's really dainty and cute, huh? So yeah, if anyone's just joined in, we just launched BCM paints tonight. You can get them. We have a ton. These are 8-ounce sizes. We also have them in 4-ounce size if you just want to give them a tester, but a little bit goes a long way with these paints. This is BCM paint on this cup. That's 2 coats, full coverage. They're water-based. They dry super quick. You can use a heat gun to speed dry them as well. And what am I missing? Did I say you can use them indoors? This one's really pretty, but I've used this one already on something else. I want to use something I haven't used. I think I've used this one too, but that look like? Whoa, that's like overpowering. I wonder what it look like. I feel like the carrier sheet is a little bit cloudy looking. I wonder how that would actually look. Foils are super fun. I want to get more, but then I never use it. This one could be cute for like I said, that like doing a brush stroke one. So you just brush stroke the glue across, and then you put this down and peel it back off, and so it would, this would only stick to where those like brush strokes are. Crazy amazing. I think you start out with just vinyl stickers on Etsy. I know. Me and my mom were just talking about that because there was one Christmas where I was selling so many pot holders. Pot holders that we weeded. This one's pretty, but I've used it before on a cup. HTV on pot holders. Like, I was making hundreds a week for Etsy. And then, yeah, vinyl decals too. And this one's super pretty. Do you guys see the pink in it? Wait a second. Maybe I want this one. I'm actually really curious to see how that looks. Maybe on... Oh, you can see like it's more of a grid on like a white base. But look at that. That's kind of cool. All right. This is the last one, which is leopard print. I think we should do that first. That one that I set aside. It's called Chantilly. I think that one would be fun. This one I know I've used before. The checker is really pretty too, though. Where do you get your foils? So these ones are all either from Southern Belle Glitter or Artistic Painting Studios. I do have a code with Artistic Painting Studios. It's BCM. I don't have a code with Southern Belle Glitter, but she's got some really, really cool foils. My first and only time actually been that I went to Tumblr Con. I don't know if you guys have been in Tumblr Con. Hasn't been around since what, 2022 or something, but they had a booth and I was like, oh, I didn't know all these foils existed. All right, let's do this. Are you leaving the handle as it is? Yeah, the handle on this is just gonna be the carabiner handle that comes with that cup. I'm just gonna leave it, which actually will be kind of cool because it's solar, like silver chrome, so it'll kind of go with that silver foil. All right, so I'm gonna use Helios glue. I know we are not in stock with Helios. I do not even know when there will be a restock. I unfortunately just don't have any information. A close glue though that I would recommend is Wicked Thicket from Wicked Shimmer Supply. So we are going to, I guess I don't even really need the turner for this right now. I can use my turner stand. We've got these for that go inside or outside of your turner arm for both the 3/4 inch, which is what I have, the PVC. My turners are from MH Turners, but if you have the 1/2 inch ones, I have this that sized for you too. And you can pick virtually any color. Guys, peek real quick. Here's our Milky Way cup. It's starting to, like I said, as it dries, it does change a little bit. You could still see plenty of the glitter through it. What are you guys thinking about it? Our all MH 3/4. So I was wondering that today. Yeah, they are. I switched, my turners that I first had were 1/2 inch and I switched to MH and they're all 3/4 inch. You're liking it? You loving it? All right, what was I gonna do? Brush. Two from MH Dinners, and they're great. Awesome. I know I printed them. They're pink. I was like, oh, I should put some pink ones in for me too. Okay, so that was actually a lot of glue. So when you're gonna do something like foils or burnishing foil or glitter or whatever, you really only want enough glue to cover the cup, but you don't want it to be like thick, okay? That might not have been too much glue because the brush is gonna actually soak some of it up, but very thin. You want this glue to, oh yeah, that wasn't too much. Don't come for me. But yeah, just enough. You want to make sure the cup is completely covered. And then for burnishing, I like to kind of take my brush and just kind of stamp the cup. Once I know I have everything, the glue completely covering the cup, I'll stamp it. And then you can let it air dry, or you can use a heat gun to speed dry the glue, but you don't want it to be wet anymore. And the thing with this glue, this one, or if you use Wicked Thicket, is they stay tacky when they're dry, so that's why this technique works. So magnet is square, square magnet, round turner stand. Oh, shoot, I never thought about that. I know those Turner arms though, because that's the ones I had too. I did not think about that before. Hey, Tara. Is it Wicked or Helios? What I'm using is Helios. But like I said, you can't get Helios right now, and I don't even know when you will be able to. I don't have any intel, unfortunately. So if you do need a good tacky glue, then that's what I would suggest, is go for Wicked Thicket. Always close your bottles. I think we're gonna do another one tonight, the white cups. So I'm gonna just put my brush in a Ziploc bag so I can use it again. You didn't either. That's kind of a pain. I guess I don't know, maybe we'd have to either just make this wider, the base wider, or make it square, I guess, huh? Okay, so let's let this dry. Actually, we're gonna let this dry on its own instead of speed dry it, because I want to do this cup too with this foil. But we need to paint it because I sanded it a little too aggressively around the tops and the bottom. So let's get some paint on this cup while we're waiting for that glue to dry, and we'll just go back and forth. So a bottle, but I need to start looking for other glues. That's what I recommend. I hopefully will maybe have something for you guys, but that's all I'm gonna say right now, because like I said, my goal is never to get anyone's hopes up and then not deliver. So let's paint this one. And we're gonna use the BCM paint in white. You can use a blush brush like you saw me use with the Helios, or you can use a Taklon brush. That's what I'll use this time. Let's maybe do this off the turner. That's all I'm gonna say. That says it all. Look, my goal is always to, grow the business in a way that benefits all of us. And if something's not working, then, you pivot and you try to figure out something else. So that's all I'm gonna say. Right, Amanda? So the reason I'm painting the whole cup is that the whites are not completely the same, so I'd rather just do the whole cup. This is a sublimation tumbler, and I did sand it, which is why now I'm kind of repainting it, because I was aggressive with my sanding. When you sand a sublimation cup, just be careful on the rims and the curves, because it's easy to go a little bit too far with them. And a couple bottles while organizing. Oh, that's a perk. So you can see it's covering the sanded silver pretty good. I like this paint a lot too because it's nice and thick. She said yes. Love, can't wait. So want to do like thinner coats for best results, and just do a couple coats if you need to. She said yes. Alright, so now we'll let this one set and we'll go back to our Helios cup. And I'll stick this brush in a Ziploc bag as well. Okay, our Helios cup. Basically, you're looking for it to be dry where it's not white anywhere. Doesn't seem like it's wet, and that's what I'm seeing. It does not look wet at all to me. So let's do our foil. Oops. Oops, not that one. I'm not an expert or even very good at all about doing these foils where you roll the cup in the foil, but I always still like to try. Let's see. We really don't need that much. I think I'm gonna cut it here. I think I did put some of this on a pen one time. But I'm gonna cut this off instead of leaving it on here. So I'm gonna just cut right here. It's more than I need to, but I hate to cut it wonky and then not have enough foil or something, you know? You know? Okay, so we're gonna lay this out. Make sure you have the right side up or down. Just gonna take that off and stick it back over there. And then you're gonna hold your breath. Something under here. Oh, some of that tape. Okay, it's like something's not smoothing out. Okay. And then you just find a place to stick it and roll it. Oops. Okay, she's down. So start rolling. Kind of want to like hold some tension though, so it doesn't go crooked. Try not to touch your glue. And just accept the fact that it's probably going to wrinkle a little bit. That's just going to be part of how this goes. Okay. And then you can take, where's my little brush thing? One of these like brush things, and you can just kind of burnish it in to your glue. And I think we've made a full circle. And then just slowly peel it back, and if some of the foil didn't come off, if it stays on the cover sheet, then just push it back down and try it again. For the most part, it's coming off. You can see that carrier sheet, that little bit right towards like the bottom, that's of the clear part, that's tape. That is not okay, there's foil right there, but other than that, that was tape, not foil left behind. Cool. Ends up being pretty seamless looking with this design. Look how easy peasy that is. So now let's do the bottom though. You guys know me, I could care less about actually how the bottom of a tumbler looks for the most part. We'll try and make it look nice. I'm gonna stick my logo and tumbler care instructions on the bottom anyway. Use a brush to kind of push that down. And then just a little bit right there. The nice thing about foil is that you can like keep using it and using it. Put it on my stand so I kind of target this area with both hands. I don't know, like that. Actually, that looks pretty good. Cool. I say that looks good enough. The part looks a little weird. Not sure what that is. Other than that though, it looks good, huh? So here you can see where it kind of wrinkled a little bit, but you kind of have to be looking for it. But yeah, super easy. Actually, the bottom turned out really good. And the nice thing is that with the products that we use, there's literally no wait time between putting your top coat on. Helios is already dry. Foil doesn't add anything to it. So we could throw a coat of Hyperion on this cup and call it good for now. Check comments real quick. This is so cool. Foils are fun and they're so easy. Thank you, Lindsay. Thanks, Katie, for the gift. Maddie, what's up? Use Wicked Thicket. Can you still go right in with Hyperion? Yeah. Yep. I haven't had an issue. I've only used it a couple times. So if anyone who does use Wicked Thicket more regularly and Hyperion wants to add to that, I don't know if Amanda's here, but I believe that basically your glue is dry, so it's ready for you to go ahead and apply your top coat. You don't want to use Hyperion if your glue is still wet at all, but to make foils work or burnishing anything with foils, your glue has to be dry. And Wicked Thicket is just like Helios, where it stays tacky until you put your top coat on. It will never, I've had people say, oh, it's been like 4 days since I put my Helios on and it's still tacky. it's always going to be tacky. So you can go in with your Hyperion as soon as it's just not wet anymore. What am I adding? Oh, so like for Helios to do this method, I just went right over it with a coat of Hyperion because the Helios is already dry, and someone asked if you could do the same with Wicked Thicket, and I said I believe you can, and I thought maybe if you wanted to add to that or not. But looks really pretty. Going to bed, Tara. Good night. Foils is its top side or bottom side you put on the cup. You will put the bottom side on the cup. So if your foil, and it can be hard to tell, to be honest. Like this foil is on a roll. It would be really hard if it wasn't on a roll to know what the top or the bottom side is. So you'll know too, because only one side will stick to your cup. So if it's on a roll, it's the bottom side. If I set that down, that's the side that would stick. So we will let this spin to dry. Oops. Okay, and then this cup we painted while we did the glue. We painted it while we waited for the glue to dry, then we did the foils. This cup is completely dry. Didn't have to use my heat gun or anything. So, but I can still see a little bit. You can see that stainless steel right there. So let's do another coat of paint on this one, but we might just use the heat gun to speed dry it. This is one coat, but it was a sublimation tumbler that I sanded. So the top and the bottom I had sanded a little like too aggressively. You could still see some of the stainless steel. The white, typically, if you want really good full coverage, I would say 3 coats of the paint. The black, honestly, 1 or 2. 2 would be for sure full coverage. But like this cup here, this was a white sublimation tumbler that I had sanded, and that's 1 coat of the white, sorry, 1 coat of the black BCM paint, and that's literally full coverage. Like I don't see any white anywhere. So, and I do have a coat of Hyperion on top of this too, which is why it's got some shine to it. The paint is not completely flat, but it's still got kind of a low sheen. This is what the paint looks like. This is 2 coats of BCM paint on here. So you can see it's not completely matte, but it's not glossy or anything. All right. I've got my brush. Can you glitter a glass can? Yes, you can. That's what the one I just showed you. This one right here is actually glass. I wanted, this is when I was doing more testing before I really told you guys anything about BCM paints. I wanted to see how Peekaboo's did on glass, if you could just scratch it off, and it's good. But that's glass, so yeah, you could go right over this. Let's say you just painted it, you could go over it with glitter and then seal it with Hyperion or whatever your top coat is. And same with acrylic. This is a plastic cup. It's actually pink. It's one of our jelly acrylic tumblers. This is 3 coats of BCM white paint on this one. So it works great on stainless steel, glass, and acrylic, which are typically the cups that we're coating. Works good on wood and I think some other materials too, but. And this is how thick it is too. It's not like a thin liquidy paint. A little bit will also go a long way. I'm going to kind of try to target the rims because that's where I want to kind of hide that stainless steel. But if you can see where the light's hitting it, it's a little bit glossier. So from about right here to right here is where that one streak of paint got coverage. So I don't know, that's probably 2/3 of the cup. And this is a 30-ounce skinny tumbler. Can you apply UV DTF directly over it or do a layer of Hyperion first? That's a good question. I would always suggest to probably do 3 layers of Hyperion first, but I do have a cup that I have painted, and I've got tons of UV DTF around here. We could try it. Let's see. Put it to the ultimate test. So let's try that while we're waiting for this layer to dry, and then we'll do the foil on this cup next because I think this will be good for coverage. Seems like it. Okay, cool. Same thing, put my brush back in my bag. All right, okay. We could do this cup. This was the jelly acrylic one. I didn't really have plans with it other than to just see how well the paint works with it. I'm making no promises here. Oh, you know what? Let's do... Let's do like this one so I can burnish over it in case it does pull up the paint or anything. We can always paint back over it and burnish foil or glitter over it. Does that sound good? And that lines up pretty dang well too. Let's try it. Did you guys see I almost just was gonna freehand that? Who am I? Lots of testing. Absolutely, that's what I want. And I'd love to be the one to test. If you guys have questions, I'd love to be the one that's testing out for you. It's good to know the limits. Okay, so I'm just using some masking tape to hold one side down. This is one of our UV DTF. We do print all of our UV DTF in-house. Oh shoot, I'm already gonna put it on crooked. I'm not very good at doing anything. This is my first time applying a UV DTF. Kidding. So I am though, I'm gonna cut this off and I have to take this tape back off. Masking tape comes up clean. Let's do the real test with the UV DTF. I have to get out of practice, exactly. Okay, here's the real test. You guys all know how sticky UV DTF film is. I will give a disclaimer too that I probably did paint this cup probably 4 or 5 days ago, so keep that in mind. The longer your paint sits on your cup, the stronger the bond is. So it's not like I just painted this cup tonight and I'm doing this. Okay, we're on. I think I probably still will burnish over this. I don't know what else I'll do with this cup. So far though, look how clean it's coming up. Beautiful! Look! I honestly did not know if it was going to be good or pull the paint up at all, but that came off super clean. Again though, we'll have to test another cup where we paint it and then not wait as long. Like I said, I probably painted this cup 4 or 5 days ago, but yeah. So maybe we'll burnish it with some mica or something. Yeah, it turned out perfect. Cool. Thank you for suggesting to test that. And that is the BCM paint. I just launched it tonight. I'm super happy with it though. I don't want to jinx anything, but I have not had any issues with it at all, and I just think it's an awesome paint. Okay, and look how quick it dries. We painted this, we stuck that UV-DTF on, and it's already dried to the touch. That's not from this cup. So it still feels a little bit cool to the touch, which to me tells me that the paint's still drying underneath. So I think I am going to hit it with the heat gun real quick just to get it to room temperature, and then we're going to put this foil over it, which I don't know what we'll do after that, but I think that looks really pretty. Make it red with the dog paws. I think red's going to be one of the first paint colors that we bring in. I think we'll just kind of focus on like primary colors, then branch out to more like fun colors and stuff. Like the rainbow colors, you know. You guys want to see how the other cups are doing? So here's our beach cup. I actually don't mind it though. I think that looks pretty good. What are you guys thinking about it? And then here's our Milky Way. Yes, we can actually have Molly's Mauve. And then there's our foil cup we just did. Super, super easy. These cups are waiting for direction. Got another handle cup. I have to paint the handle one more time. I skipped it on the first coat. And then another cup ready for action. A couple of them. And if you guys are interested in this paint, it is available. It's ready to ship. I've been bottling and labeling for the last 2 days. And we have a ton in stock. I don't even anticipate running out of stock. So that's kind of the nice thing is, if you want it but you don't want it yet, you can wait. There's no rush. We will have pigments coming next, but if you already have invested in the Aurora pigments or paints, those work great with BCM paint. We've tested those too. Okay, heat gun. Oops. Hope you name it that. I feel like I would have to. Like a lot of you guys already know about Molly's Mauve. Do we call it Molly's Mauve or Maudie's Mauve though? Alright, heat gun in. Don't worry about it now, Sherry spilled half the black. This is true. Oh my gosh, what a mess. I should just see my face when it happened. I literally just like froze. I was like, I don't even know what to start with first. Where to clean first. Thank you for the follow. So this won't take too long. Like I said, it felt a little cool to the touch. Anytime your paint feels cool to the touch, usually it's dry to the touch, but it's still drying underneath. So we just want to give it a full chance to dry. You should have seen my hands. Like, this looks really good now. Those little spots, both of my hands were completely black. But you know what? I didn't get any of my hair or my face. And like I said, my MacBook wasn't very far away, open. It could have gone all over the keyboard or something. It did go all over my phone screen, but that's an easy thing to clean up. All right, that feels better. Doesn't need to be hot, just back to room temperature. Okay, so we're gonna use Helios again, and I still have my brush that I set aside, just in a Ziploc. Still, paint black is better than red. True. Hopefully that was the one and done. Oops. Same thing, we're just doing a thin coat of glue. You do need it to be full coverage. I'm gonna pull this off here, I think, so I can kind of focus on it better. Thin coat, I'll probably hit it with the heat gun again. Add a little bit more. Still need to get the bottom. If it's like too hard for your brush to move up and down on the tumbler, you can add a little bit more of your glue. What these little flecks are coming up. I think there was like a bug a bug literally flew into me brushing it, I think. Oh wow, he's part of the artwork now. Okay. I got it. Kind of target the rims a little bit. And then just do that stamping. So I'm going to kind of pay attention while I'm stamping around where the arrow is, just to kind of help me know when I've come back full circle. My non-cuddly cat just came to snuggle in my lap. Uh-oh. Is that like an omen or something? That feel good. Okay. I hope not. I hope not too. It's true. Just stick that brush back in the Ziploc. I'm just gonna hit this with the heat gun real quick. There's some little black flecks on this. I'm not sure. I don't think At first I thought, oh, maybe a bug flew by, like a little fruit fly or something. I think it's actually that brush I was using had some little black pieces in it, so I wonder if that me stamping and stuff kind of broke some of those out of the brush. So maybe use a little bit of a cleaner brush. I'm just here to show that what you can do. Okay, that's probably good. Do have Taklon brushes and stuff. You know what? I do still have them, but they're not listed anywhere. You can let me know if you want any and I can still get them for you, but I've just been recommending them to Amazon. I have they're in my storefront too. I think you could get them for a pretty decent price there too. A 2-pack. All right. It's actually take this paper out. I'm gonna pull this back. We don't need the turner for this. So this foil you can, what is that? Some of that came off? Weird. Oh, I wonder if some of this tape actually stuck to that. All right, anyways, this foil, you can tell that's definitely like the top and this is the bottom. You can see it's a little bit of a muted iridescent. But same thing, I'm just gonna cut off how much I think I'll need. I don't know, what's a tumbler, like 10 inches? It's a 30-ounce tumbler. I think we need like 10 inches. I'm gonna make it closer to 11, so I'm gonna cut up here. Okay. Okay, it's great. There's a little piece that's missing right there. It's literally gonna be in the middle of the tumbler, so it is what it is. Maybe we can try to like patch it or something. Okay, actually I know, I'm gonna turn it back this way. I feel like the parchment paper gives it a little bit of not static, but I feel like it's kind of helping hold, like look, I'm pulling on the foil and the whole parchment paper is going. I feel like it helps kind of keep it flat, suctioned, whatever I'm trying to say. All right, and I'm gonna get a little bit here and we are down. So I'll start rolling. I'm excited to see what this looks like. Don't mess up. In all caps. Decal will hide it. Oh, that's true. Oh yeah, she's a little bit wrinkled, I can tell. Oh well. Honestly, I think like you deserve a gold medal. Could be an Olympic sport for putting foil on a cup without a single wrinkle. And then let's try something new. So I kind of let there be extra foil at the bottom. So instead of like cutting this off, I'm just gonna kind of let it lay down. It'll be kind of messy. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do is just kind of press it down in sections. We like that. Okay, and then we will swatch this. Start pulling it away. I think this is going to give us more of a that's what I'm looking for. Deconstructed look. It's pulling away fine, but it's not as clean. I don't know if you guys can see. There's still some little pieces, but it's like very scattered. Still looks freaking gorgeous though. Look at that. It looks like, dang, this looks better than I thought it was gonna look actually. I like it even better already. Yeah, distressed. It just look like this. Okay, I'm obsessed. I love it. There's some parts that a little bit of it comes up, that's fine, but if it's like a big section, kind of it looks a lot more like, it doesn't look so, it looks like more pearl or muted, right? What am I trying to say? Like the carrier sheet has, I think the carrier sheet looks brighter, right? Yeah. I like this. It's a little bit more subtle. What do you guys think? That's freaking pretty. Let me put it on the turner. I don't know what we'll do with it next, but I like how it looks right now. So that's your seam. That's so pretty. Looks like water almost. Like raindrops in water. Man, I really like that. Here it is kind of from the side instead. That's cool. Let's put some Hyperion on there. Let's put some Hyperion on there and we'll end with the high note. I think I'm gonna hop off after this one. I like that a lot. What was the name of that foil? Do I remember? All the little labels came off. Oh, Nelly Hologram is what that one was called. That was Artistic Painting Studio. And I do have a code with them, it's BCM. Oh, it doesn't look like circles, but it does. Yeah, this one actually impressed me. I was excited to try it, but I'm even more impressed. It kind of looks, it looks like, maybe it could be fun for like a bachelorette party or something for the bride. It's like, I'm here to party, but I'm also getting married. Formal a little bit. That's what you're thinking? Good night, Lindsay. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything for me, let me know before I end the live. I'm just gonna coat this cup and hop off here. If you like what you see with the paints, you can grab your BCM paints from us. Everything you need is where you click on my logo in the top left corner. Make sure you're in our Facebook group. If you want to learn more about anything, that is the best place to go. At least anything that I know or use or carry. Yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I can't fish out some of these little black things. I think it actually did come from the brush with the glue, which means I probably can't pick it out, but they are gonna bug me. I don't know if you can see them or not. Inner Shmayo, exactly. But yeah, easy peasy. That's how quick it is to throw a coat of Hyperion on a cup. No mixing or anything like that. Just put it on and done. Don't leave. I think popcorn is calling my name. Actually, you know what's calling my name is my leftover Taco Bell. Look how freaking pretty that is. We'll stick it over with the rest of the cups and we'll do a good night recap. Sorry, I gotta use 2 hands here. Ooh, look at these turners. They're getting full. Alright, I'll turn that one on. Okay, here's our recap. This one we didn't do anything with. I could have coated it with Hyperion, but I think it needs a sand. Here's our Milky Way. I'm going to give you the blurred effect. That was like the blur effects. Here's our beach tumbler. Actually, it's grown on me. I'm going to leave it. It's just like wispy waves down there. It's bliss. Look how pretty this one is. This one was a foil one, just like the white one we did. That one. Look how subtle it is when it doesn't have light hitting it. You almost can't tell it at all, huh? And then that's it. We did put a UV DTF on this cup. This cup has been painted with BCM paint for, let's say, 4 or 5 days. And UV DTF wrap went on flawlessly. That's BCM paint with alcohol ink swirl over it. No epoxy though, it was the triple thick method. This one's gonna need some glitter. This one, I don't know, I think either a decal or just finish it up and put the handle back on. I like how that one looks by itself. That one, this was one of Lily's cups. I don't know what she wants on it, but that was one I tested with BCM paint as well. And yeah, we got to do the sister cup for this one still. I have the template cut and everything. We just have to do it. So maybe we'll do that one soon. I have a chocolate chip bar. That does not sound good, but so does Taco Bell. Taco Bell does sound good, I mean. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Here is your BCM paint. I'm obsessed with it. I hope you guys love it as much as I do. And we have a lot more to come. We'll have new colors coming as well. Don't leave me. Oh, I'm sure I'll see you in some kind of text form. Alright, but you guys have a wonderful night. I will post this replay to YouTube. So if you missed anything, go check out YouTube. And you can get the recap.